This video is going to show you how to convert measurements. We're going to start with converting customary units of length. The first thing that we need is our handy dandy math chart. And as I said, we're going to convert customary units of length. Looking at our table, we need feet and inches. So going back to our math chart, we can see that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So we'll plug that data in. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. The next thing we need to do is decide what are we doing to the 1 foot to get 12 inches. And yes, we are multiplying 1 times 12 to get 12. That lets us know that 2 feet is going to be 2 times 12, or 24 inches. 3 feet, 3 times 12 is 36 inches. We can jump to 5 feet. 5 times 12 is 60 inches. And we could even go to 10 feet. 10 times 12 is 120 inches. Our rule for this was times 12. Each foot was equal to 12 inches, so we multiplied by 12. The next table that we have is taking yards to feet. So going back to our handy dandy math chart, we can see that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Looking at our table, we're going to plug those numbers in. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. That makes 2 yards equal to 6 feet. 3 yards is going to be equal to 3 times 3, 9 feet. 5 yards will be equal to 5 times 3 is 15 feet. 10 yards, 10 times 3 is 30 feet. Our rule here was times 3. The number of yards times 3 equals the number of feet. Another conversion we can do is yards to inches. When we look at our math chart, the next unit that we see is miles to yards. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for yards to inches. Well, if we come back up and look at our table, we know that 1 yard was equal to 3 feet, and up here we see that 3 feet is equal to 36 inches. So 1 yard must be equal to 36 inches. What is our rule here? We are doing times 36. So 2 yards, 2 times 36 is 72. 3 yards times 36 inches is 108. 5 yards times 36 inches is 180. And 10 yards times 36 inches is 360 inches. Following our rule in each table will let us know what we need to do. When we're given problems like these, how many feet are in 1 yard? That's where we need to come to our table. Again, going back to our math chart, we know that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So in our box, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, and we said our rule is multiply by 3. 4 times 3 is 12 feet. 7 times 3 is 21 feet. And on this one, we're already given the number of feet is 27. Our rule is times 3, but we know that multiplying by 3, the opposite of that is dividing by 3. So given the number of feet, we're going to divide by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Now we have our table complete, and we're ready to answer the questions. Press the pause button and answer these questions. Okay, let's look at the next table. We have feet and inches. Looking back at our handy-dandy math chart, we see that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. And on our table, that one is already filled in. Let's go ahead and continue out our chart. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. We know our rule is going to be times 12. We also know that the opposite of that for when we have numbers on the bottom is going to be divide by 12. Here we have 24 divided by 12 is going to give us that 2. We have our feet. We want to know how many inches. 3 times 12 is 36. 10 times 12 is 120. Our rule again, multiply by 12 if we already know the number of feet, divide by 12 if we know the number of inches. Press the pause button and complete these questions. The last section asks us to convert yards to inches. As we previously discovered, there is nothing on our handy-dandy math chart that exactly compares yards to inches, but when we put it in our table, we found out that 1 yard was equal to 36 inches. So our rule is going to be times 36. 1 times 36 is 36. 2 times 36 is going to give us 72 inches. Using this table, go ahead and complete the rest of the sentences on this page.